Do you provide friends and family discounts for coaching? Friends and family. Are you a friend or are you family? So the thing is, I do provide friends and family discounts, but I don't have any friends. So if you're not part of my family, you're not getting a discount.
Had to switch my prime sub to Lyra. Good job though.
Sultan, my friend, thank you for the 5 gifted, and thank you for the 5 gifted yesterday, by the way. I was recording a video and didn't get a chance to say thank you. I thanked you afterwards. I'm not sure if you heard it, but I appreciate both of them, man. Love the support. Nick, thank you for the prime for 7 months. Almost had to switch to Leary. That's how you work. Your prime sub goes to the winner. Damn, I'm happy to have your prime sub still, then. Alright, do it like that. You got Portuguese versus Vikings. That's a pretty good matchup for Portuguese. We dominate late game. Ooh, actually, okay. We're gonna make this a commentary as well. So, hello, a late hello YouTube. Because the last game I made was a commentary on how to win when you have the better early game civ. In this game, we have the better late game civ, Portuguese. Now, Portuguese versus Vikings. Portuguese are okay early, like they're quite good actually, but you could make the argument that Vikings are better. But the way I see the matchup is that Portuguese are way better in the late game, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to stall the game a little bit out, play defensive, play smart, play strategic, and then look for a win in late game. And the reason why this is going to be a hard, thing to pull off is I'm playing against Vivi right now, which is one of the most aggressive players in the entire game, known for his castage all-ins. So it's going to be hard to hold this. But we're going to try our best. I'm a little bit sick, like super nasally right now as well. I'll try my best in the commentary. Hope it's not annoying. Okay, map is looking okay. I'm in a bit of a crater. My gold and berries on a hill, which is a bit weird as well. We'll lure in the deer. You just had to eat that one. Okay. I have a lot of animals under my TC, man. A lot of dead animals. It's not ideal. It's quite inefficient, but it's fine. I like in these commentary videos, I like for it to not always be perfect because I don't know. I feel like it gives off the sense that it's not about playing perfectly. It's more about just playing smart, which is really what I think this game is all about. A lot of people think I'm really good because I play fast and I'm near perfect and whatnot, but I've never seen like a more false description, honestly. Like, I make so many mistakes, mostly little ones, right? Across the game, a lot of sloppiness happening, which is normal. It's just human error, right? But I think if you play smart and you play strategic, you're always could be in a winning position until some bad, some big things happen that are obviously bad, like losing multiple vills for no reason. That kind of stuff. But anyway, let's focus up here. Portuguese versus Vikings. So the plan in this setup is to go up at a reasonable time, something like 19 with Illum. And all we have to do is chill in the early game. We have a hyper winning late game. Let me talk about why we have a winning late game. Vikings don't get bomber cannons, and Portuguese have literally one of the best late games in the game. Like Vitorias, if you need any extra resources, very cheap gold units. Bomber cannon, siege engineers, unique tech for hand cannoneer, and bomber cannons, like affects them ballistics. It has so many good things going for it. So all we have to do is defend early. And the way I like to defend in this matchup would be to open archers. And the reason is simple. It's blocking out any infantry strategies, which are the most aggressive strategies in the game. So if you want to go anything like Drush, Men-at-Arms, something like that, I go for direct archers, and I'm able to defend myself against that kind of pressure. Okay, let's go ahead and make my barracks here. I can't really wall easily on this side. This side's too exposed, so I'm not going to wall that side. I'm going to wall like this, straight to my TC. And then if I need to, I'm going to tower my gold. That's my defensive setup, okay? And I always analyze this in Dark Age where there's not much going on. He might try to hit me here. Alright, already the pressure's coming. I don't know what this is all about. Now I found out. Okay, he's trying to cheese a little bit. Taking advantage of his early game. That's interesting. I'll send my scout back right away versus this. And you can see that he's pressuring very, very hard. Oh, forgot about a house. We can get Sound Watch in the meantime then. I'll still commit to the range, I believe. Alright, trap that guy. His wheelbarrow, the block. I wasn't able to, lost the bill. One bill is okay though. He goes for a range. Okay. Have to pick that up. Remember, the goal is just to survive. Alright. I don't need to do anything else. So let's go ahead and get a blacksmith so I can get fletching. Fletching archers do pretty well against skirmishers, which is what he's going to go for. 100%. This tower, we're going to have to counter tower it. But you have to be careful here. A lot of times they cancel their tower. He's going to commit to this one, okay. Yeah, he cancels it. It's a very common tactic. I think I'm just going to finish it though. Because I might as well. He might tower elsewhere. Now this initial scout's super important. I should be getting on berries, by the way. It's kind of a mistake that I'm not getting on them. Mass some archers. This initial scout is super crucial to pick up his skirmishers, and the archers will set the spears. That's the game plan. Remember, I'm not really thinking about counterattacking him. Why? Because all I have to do is survive, stall till the late game. Especially true when he's forwarding me like this. If I hit with my scout, I will work towards the second scout via stable. But first step is always fletching, so I can micro more easily. Alright, kill the spearman there, which is great. If I have to abandon the gold, it's fine, by the way. I have this gold over here, so I'm not too worried about it even. And now we work towards the stable. And I have enough gold to where I'm able to produce archers consistently anyway. And now we need a stable to try to counter his skirmishers. I'm gonna try to hide the stable. Pick up that spear. Nice. Good. Alright. Let's put it on the front. He might be able to see that with his units, but should be fine. At this point, my archers are a bit useless. I'm thinking about a counterattack, but haven't committed to one yet. I have fletching over him, so I could try to micro here a bit more than what I'm doing. It's a bit hard with the hill, though. A bit difficult. That tower doesn't even do that much, by the way. I just ignore it to the side. Now we mass a lot of scouts. So why don't I greed for castlage here? Why do I have to make scouts? And the reason is, once again, it's a matter of survival. if I try to get the castle age and my situation is very messy, that's a recipe to lose the game early and to get all in then castle age, which is where Vikings are the strongest because they get the free hand card. So I don't want to let that happen. I want to stabilize, clear his army, get to an even castle age, maybe even if I'm a little bit further behind, but I'm stable. It's fine. I don't mind. And then we can win the game in the late stages, which is the main plan anyway. Alright. So a general rule here is I will never go up until I'm 100% safe. And there are some games where I go up when I'm not safe, but I'm trying to like take a risk. But this is not one of those games because once again, it's about the sim matchup. Have to micro a little bit here. We're getting to the point where we're gonna have to fight him. It's a very interesting situation. I'm looking at those towers behind me as well. Should be able to clear those. Let's go clear those towers. Oh, this is a huge mistake. Whew. It's a big mistake, but I turned it around. You want your scouts to be in front always. Should be able to pressure here. Are we gonna go for it? Because we're gonna have the hill now. And now I'm gonna stop making scouts because we already cleared it. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Clear this. Excellent. And I use my villas to clear up the tower. And now we just stabilize. Okay, we don't have an advantage here. Remember, that was not the play. The play was not to get an advantage early. The play was to survive. We've survived, okay? Go ahead and kill that tower now. Look at me, like, no horse collar, nothing. We're just surviving. Gonna clear the towers. Clear up that archer. Wall up a little bit. Try to bring the game towards the late game. No, 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 please. Ugh, annoying. 1 HP. Thought I killed him. I have to hover now for that archer. Nice, didn't lose a bill there. Still that barracks around, which is annoying, but we're up. Cool. Now, on the way up, what we're gonna do, we're gonna mass some archers. Why? It's the basic game plan we had to start off the game, which is mass archers and wait till late game. I didn't really talk about why Vikings have such a poor late game, but no bomber cannon for them, missing a lot of holes in the tech tree, and Portuguese spoke briefly about them, but yeah, very, very strong late game. So as long as we get to like Arbalest cannon late game, Vikings have nothing for stat, like literally nothing. The one hope they have is to be far enough ahead that they just win because they like trap you down before you get there. They're able to like siege around, push you from two sides, something like that. And as you can see, he knew the matchup is bad late game. That's why he forwarded me. Obviously, this is Vivi. He forwards very often anyway. But in this specific case, it makes a lot of sense for him to forward. Now I'm going to be attacking him for the first time ever. And I already have a score lead. I have a score lead purely off defending. And it looks like we're going to get actually quite lucky here. But we made our own luck. We attacked, right? If we didn't attack, we would not have gotten lucky. Alright. Now, do I continue moving forward with those archers? Answer is obviously not. Obviously. Why? 2 stables in the middle of the map. He's trying to push me. I just have to hold. Viking Knights do not scale. This is another situation where I just have to hold. The Spearman is making just a scout, but obviously we are way too good to let that happen. That's child's play, Mr. Vivi. Monastery right away. Can't make a town center, but I can go for ballistics right away. Those are 2 defensive tools, and then let's get some economy. So I have the tools to stabilize, and then I just want a little bit of economy so I don't fall too far behind. His economy will be better, but he's going to spend that economy on knights, which do not scale well. So as long as I spend it on units that scale, even if I have less economy, I will be more than fine. PC out here is perfect. Monastery, perfect. Knights going here. Just surviving. I also killed 2 builds, by the way. Oh, this guy's dead. I also killed 2 builds when I did attack him, so I know for a fact that my economy is, you know, quite decent compared to his. Won't do anything fancy. I've got the monastery to defend this. Now I can go scout the map a little bit. Imagine if I didn't have the monastery, how annoying this would be. But with the monastery, boom, conversion, easy. Ballistics coming, that's going to be even easier. That guy's trapped. One coming out. Amazing. And now we can start poking a little bit forward. Trap that guy. Hopefully I get the conversion here. Yeah, nice. Good. Now we start developing our economy a little bit, spend my resources a little bit. But I have to worry about the defense. I don't know why that villager is in there. Makes no sense. Yeah. Looks like he converted his knight again. Fine though. Get this. Continue massing. He has some economy. I gotta get some economy, get some relics. Good for late game to make it even easier to win. And now we can pressure. Why? Because I defended his initial push. He's on Viking Knights. They're not that good. We can pressure a little bit with crossbows. We can add a second range to make more of those. But remember, I'm going to be with the mindset that I just want to force him to make units. To slow him down. I don't need to win the game, so I'm never going to take any risk here. Never. He's got Magadon now. I'll just go back. I got my knight converted, which sucks, but I won't fight the knight, the Magadon. No point. There's literally no point. Now we can start mining some stone. There's one last thing he can do. He can rush me like crazy and drop a forward castle. So the way to stop that is to mine a lot of stone and to do a castle on this hill. That will continue making a lot of units until I can get a castle on that hill. His knights are behind now, so now I can poke my head. If he's got a Maginot, now I can fight it because it's not that risky. Two Maginots are still quite risky though. Get redemption. I want to fight for this hill. That was bad. That's the one thing I knew I didn't want to do actually. Wow. I didn't listen to my own advice. It's crazy. I have to back up. The reason I did that is because I was really not happy with him getting this position, but you can see how bad that was. Had to stick to the game plan. Okay. Well, that's annoying because I lost that front area. Really want to cast to drop that. That's what when you don't stick to the game plan, bad things happen. We have redemption though, so I should be fine. See, if I just backed up with the 10 crossbows, I'd be in a much better position, obviously. And this is amazing. If I had just kept my crossbows alive. But it's fine. I mean, mistakes like that. The reason why it's not fine is that was a stupid mistake that I knew was a mistake. So I got really greedy there. And I got punished. But I'm happy I got punished because it kind of shows that even when I don't stick to the game plan, I'm not good enough to do whatever I want to just win because I'm just better than my opponents. It's not how the game works. If you play stupid, even if it's me, I get punished. But his army's not scaling at all. So we go back to the initial game plan, guys. If I can't get the front, we'll just give it up for a while. And I'll just castle this area, for example. And we'll make our way towards Imperial Age. As long as I don't die to a forward castle. Yeah, like this. Yeah, there. I just have to win this one area. Which is... Didn't I call this like 5 minutes ago? Nice. Now just Imperial Age, and it's winning as long as I survive to him. All the army he's making is to be able to push me in Castle Age. None of that scales into Imperial Age. Very, very crucial concept. Let's expand a bit to make it harder for me to die to one area. And keep my army alive. Now, this is where I have to talk to myself. Hera, nothing stupid, please. That army is so garbage. It's like a bunch of light cav with no husbandry, no bloodline. Nothing stupid, nothing stupid. I will farm him, I will trade. And leave when it gets risky, like when the Magnos are there. That's my MTC, which is really bad, by the way. Defend, we just have to defend. I clear this very easily when I get up. Remember that. This is not a scary army at all. It's only scary if I try to fight it right now. Did he just kill his own Magano? I think he did. Arbalest, Bracer, Treb. Easy. We cleared easy now. And we expanded so much that it's really hard for him to raid me and kill me. I have so many TCs to make villagers. And I just need to survive. Arbalest Cannon is the main game plan. That's the winning composition. And then after, if I need a secondary unit or support unit, I can go for one. Look at those Maganos that were looking hella scary. Now there would be nothing. Die. Die. And die. Yeah. Completely useless. The knight will be useless. My relics. Couple traps. The castle will go down. Everything dies as soon as I get an imp. And we were able to read that he's doing this because of the units he's making. And a lot of weaker players than me, like way weaker, like 2400 or something, would die to this exact strat because they try to fight at all times. They would try to fight at all times. You saw what happened when I tried to fight. I got wrecked. And I have like solid micro and a good control. I got wrecked. Imagine if a weaker player tried to fight at all times like that. He would get wrecked on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. Never learn from it. And then eventually lose the game. And it should be unlosable because of how easy this matchup is late game. The only way to lose this kind of matchup is if you get outplayed hard or if you make a lot of mistakes. And it's crazy. Vikings have like a 55% win rate in high level, by the way. Very high win rate. So it's not like nobody's falling for this kind of stuff. A lot of people fall for it. Need thumb ring. These guys are attacking so slow. And GG. Dunzo. Dunzo. Let's get a GG in the chat here on Twitch. Really good one. Hopefully the commentary is educational. Another game similar to the last one I recorded, where I didn't even play well. Like every mistake I made was like unforced. I took a huge shot to the Mangonel because I was trying to be greedy and hold this position. When holding this position was actually not part of the game plan. Because holding the middle of the map, that's someone that wants to win early. Holding your hill is someone who wants to win late, right? So if I just didn't make that huge mistake, didn't make a bunch of other mistakes that I did, every now and then, I would be in even better position. But just because I played with smart ideas, played with a good strategy in mind, and played towards one goal, I was able to win so easily when I got some Pure Age. 0 micro fights. You just get some Pure Age with your hill. And again, it's not like we're playing reactive. I was playing proactive. I knew he would come with a forward castle. I didn't wait for him to forward castle me and then be like, oh, that's bad. Oh, now what? No, I'm like, okay. He will want to forward castle me. Why? Because he's making a bunch of garbage, bunch of Viking Knight garbage, bunch of siege that doesn't scale well. All of that army is only good if he forward castles me, or if he pushes me and kills a bunch of vills. So I just have to make sure that doesn't happen, and then I get to imp with Arbalaster, a very solid early imp unit, and then I have Bombard Cannons will come next after Chemistry, and then after that I can do Light Cav, or even I can add Vittoria and go for Cavalier, and have infinite gold with Portuguese, right? And Vikings cannot hold that in late game. Very, very weak late game stuff. So this is, guys, the 55% win rate Vikings absolutely dismantled by only strategy and 0 micro plays. The micro plays were a disaster. They held me back, if anything. Absolutely love it. Really enjoy games like this and really enjoy giving my thoughts and commentary. Hope you guys do as well. Make sure to like the video if you guys did. Comment down to Twitch if you guys want to see more like this. And check out my Patreon if you want to play like me, learn from me, and see all my secrets that I reveal. I don't hold anything back on the Patreon videos. Links to both Twitch and Patreon in the description. And as always, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.